Hi guys, welcome to another Tea Party episode. I'm here joined by Naomi, named one of the most influential women in Britain by British Vogue, activist, model, hairstylist, everything. So guys, just welcome her here. One of the things that I'd firstly love to just commend you on, because when I saw it, I was just so like this inspired me so much. Is your involvement in the demonstrations last year?
Yeah.
Because it seemed as if no one wanted to really speak about what happened with Belly, and the media sort of just swept it under the carpet after the court gave their verdict. But I find that the way that you got everyone together, like you actually got people together in a pandemic
Yeah.
and got people to care about the matter, like honestly, that I just have to commend you. That was so inspiring to see. Like, how did that feel for you?
It was a whole ball of emotions, to be honest. Till this day, I always say, I don't want to say it wasn't meant to be the way it turned out because,
Yeah,
it deserved that turnout. But,
definitely.
till this day, I can't believe it. And it just, people have to take into consideration that we were in the middle of a pandemic and it's
Literally.
at, you know, probably the worst point,
Yeah.
And it's like for people to have stepped out during that time just goes to show how important the movement was to us because people are dying,
Literally.
and it's like black people are dying. So
True.
yeah, we had to move.
Nah, I remember I didn't get to go to the first one, but I went to the second one, and it was almost like, even though the reason why we was there was of course negative, it was almost beautiful. Like, there were so many different cultures. The group that I was walking with were like playing drums. There were
Yeah.
people singing,
Yeah.
like even singing like current songs in the charts. It was just like, it was an environment that you just
Yeah.
wanted to be in, an environment where people cared about black people, and the fact that we was able to do that in a pandemic as young people, as women, was
For real.
just, it was the amazing
For real.
experience.
I I don't think a day goes by that I don't think about that period or moments of last year. But yeah, it was incredible.
It was literally just amazing. I remember going there and like reading everyone's signs, but I remember one of my favorite signs was the sign "My color is not a crime" because I saw that one quite a lot, and I even wish I put it on mine. Like now, I just look back at mine and I'm like, oh, maybe I should put that. But the reason why I like that one is so simple. It's almost like it goes without saying, but it was so impactful. Like seeing on like quite a few people's like cardboard boxes and everything like that. Like I found that so, it was almost a way that black people were able to be creative in a time like that as well. It's like we thrive in any situation. And I know that you're quite creative as well. So like, is there any signs that you like seeing or
Do you know what? Funny enough, there was actually one, and this certain individual, she actually made a straw, but she kind of made she was kind of like a cup, and
yeah.
the straw was kind of like hanging, like holding out of her head. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was sick, and it was this is the final straw.
Oh.
And to me that kind of like represented the fact that we're not gonna stand for this anymore. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we know, and we've been known what's going on.
True.
Do you get what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah.
like now, we're wiser, we're older. Like, this is not a joke anymore.
Yeah. But even felt optimistic. Like I saw a lot of people there with like their children.
Yeah.
And it just felt like people wanted to actually make a change. Like, do you know what I mean?
Honestly, it was very difficult for me on the 3rd. Obviously, that's the day that the protest actually happened, to take things in because I was
Yeah.
literally running around like a headless chicken. But it was just amazing. Like, I can't tell. I remember at one point there was a woman, and weeks, because we actually planned it
Yeah.
within days. So days running up to the actual protest, I was organizing with a lot of people, basically trying to figure out where things would be at what
Yeah.
time, and make everything perfect for the particular day, right?
Yeah.
And this woman wanted to donate quite a lot of water. And I remember just being in the crowd, like, I can't find anyone in the high vis right now. So I'm just going to
God.
grab anyone
Yeah.
that can help me go to this woman's car and just,
Get the water.
get the water. I had this trolley with me, and I was like, hey, you, like, can you just help me? Like, I can't really explain what's going on right now, but just look, I'm the organizer. I need you to just come with me and get, water to bring into the park. And they were like, yeah, let's go.
Oh my God.
And, and it was just so, obviously that's only one minute, like,
detail of the
do you know what I'm
day.
saying?
Yeah.
Of the day, but there was so many different points of that day, where I just felt I can't explain it. I'm not gonna lie, I actually can't.
At any point though, did you feel scared? Because obviously that's a really brave thing to do. Like, we're actually in a pandemic and you actually got people to go, like, get together. Do you feel scared at all?
Do you know what? I really tried not to be. I was hearing a lot of, like, stories. I was hearing a lot of things that happened to people, like, in the past.
Yeah.
And, I had a conversation with some people that actually were involved in protests about 4 years ago.
Okay.
And they told me that, some people that they knew had their houses raided and, like, how, they were threatened by the police. Like, it was a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm obviously taking all this information in probably about 24 hours prior to the actual protest. And I'm thinking, oh my God, like, I can't, like, there's no way I'm backing down. But I was fearful of my family because at the time I wasn't even in my family home.
Yeah.
So it's like, and they didn't know much of what I was doing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then again, it's not even that they didn't know much of what, I didn't even think I knew what I was doing. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's like, I'm telling you, on the day when we got there, there was news reporters there already, and I remember I think I remember speaking to Cosmopolitan. Cosmopolitan were one of the first people I spoke to. I think, forgive me if I'm wrong, but yeah, they asked, like, like, what do you think, like, the turnout will be, like, how many people are you, like, expecting? I was like, maybe like 2,000, 3,000, Little did I know.
Everyone came out.
It was crazy. It was actually crazy.
But if anything, the numbers really brought it home. Like, we all do care and we're going to show you that we care.
No, definitely.
Like, I remember there was even a bridge that, I don't really know geography, so I don't know what bridge it was. But the bridge from the start of the bridge to the end of the bridge was full up of people. Like, that's how much people there were. Like, and there was nowhere where you could look. Like, everyone was wearing all black. And you just knew everyone was together. And even if there was someone, like, walking by themselves, it wasn't even like they came by themselves because everyone was there doing for one cause.
It's giving me goosebumps.
It gave me, like, when I was just walking, I was thinking, nah. And there was even, like, some people, like, when they go past a car, they, like, bang on the car window to make, like, the car beep. And I was just thinking, oh my gosh, like, this feels surreal.
It felt, oh my God, I've got goosebumps. It was, even that was a thing for me.
Yeah.
That was really, because they were just driving. Like, like, the support,
like, rolling down their windows, and then when they heard, like, what's this?
It was, yeah, man.
Because I remember there was a lot of black cab drivers near where we were going, and, like, when they were rolling down their windows asking, like, why is everyone out, what's going on, and they heard the reason, they would make the most noise and just be like, I'm here for it, I wish I could join you guys, but I'm working, and just really, really supporting.
There was a point where we were at, oh gosh, I always forget this place, but we were at a certain place, right?
Yeah.
And it was at the end of the protest. This is where the protest basically finished. And there was a van. Oh my God. There was a van. No, it was even like a truck, but one of them ones where the back bit is kind of open.
Oh, yeah.
So he kind of just parked up. He couldn't get through.
Yeah.
But he kind of, like, just allowed people to climb his truck, like, and I was just, like, he just, I'm not moving.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell he was in the middle of a shift and he was probably on his way to pick up or drop, something, and he just, it's for the cause.
Exactly. It's just the little things that people can do, and, like, for me as well, and I saw that definitely go on, like, mainstream media for once, like, going home and actually seeing it on, like, ITV, BBC, and I think it was a really good thing to actually raise awareness, because I feel like that summer as well, there was a lot of support from, like, the big brands and things like that actually saying, well, you know what, Black lives do matter, and not stepping down and trying to say all lives matter, but actually with their chest saying Black lives matter, which I do think is an important saying. However, do you think that now, since you've gone sort of past the summer, you're hearing less about it, like Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, it's not like, do you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? And it was difficult even at the time because a lot of people reached out to me after the protest. Oh, like, you know, they really wanted to get involved. You know,
Yeah.
like a lot of people were just so like for getting involved, for
Yeah.
like doing more, and a lot of people just wanted to know like how to like start a protest. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like, I don't know, like after it was very, very stressful. I spoke about this in a recent interview actually.
Yeah.
But it's like, I feel like we go up and down, and there was two events actually that happened during and after the protest. Obviously the police officer that got knocked off her horse.
Oh, yeah. I was there that day, yeah.
Right. And I don't know if you recall the incident that happened in Brixton.
Nah.
There was just I don't know what happened, right?
Yeah.
Now that has nothing to do. Obviously, the whole officer on the horse was at a BLM protest,
Yeah.
but it's not to do with the movement.
Exactly,
But
yeah.
it's like at the same time, you know, I go home and I look on social media, and the same people that, you know, wrote signs to march and fight for their rights are laughing at, you know, this type
Yeah.
of news. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like we go, I don't know, 10 steps forward to come 20 steps back.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not saying that everyone has to be in your face BLM. Do you get what I'm saying? Because,
Yeah.
you know, like, although we kind of do,
Yeah.
do you get what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know. It's difficult. It's so difficult. It's really, yeah.
But then again, as you said, I don't think you need to be in your face, but it's either you're going to be genuine about it or not. Because I found with the blackout day, and remember with the black squares, I do understand the cause, but I found a lot of people were just posting it to post it.
Yeah.
There was no sentiment behind it.
Yeah.
It was almost like, well, I've done my deed for the day.
Yeah.
And then after a couple of weeks, it was gone. And I feel like performative action, you're either going to be genuine about when you're talking about Black Lives Matter, or just really just keep to yourself. Like,
Yeah.
we don't need that disingenuine, do you know what I mean, sort of support, because then that means that when people look at the movement, they can go, well, there's flaws in that because you guys all thought posting was going to matter, and it doesn't really matter.
No, for real.
But one thing that I found with you is you're not just doing performative action, like you actually step up to the cause, not only with the demonstration, but you also have your initiative, Justice for Black Lives.
Mm-hmm.
So like, just sort of like, tell me about that.
So Justice for Black Lives is an organisation formed of basically myself and like seven of the main kind of like people that formed the protest.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a thing where even us, once again, we did not know that it would go as kind of huge as it did.
Yeah.
So obviously Justice for Black Lives came off the back of that, and it's just kind of like we are basically working within communities to make change. You know, like it's not, I don't know how to kind of explain, you know, because there's a lot that I am trying to do right now that I can't do because of lockdown. Like I really, really, really want to get into schools, you know.
Definitely.
So right now, we're definitely just educating ourselves on what we can do, you know, now and after lockdown when the world opens up again.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I think things like that are key because I don't necessarily think that Black Britons are quick to jump and say the UK isn't racist, but it's almost like people are proud to say, oh, but we're less racist than X, Y, and Z. And I think even the fact that you want to say that, like that shouldn't even be something that comes out of your mouth and that you're able to say so calmly. The fact that you can even put racism and Britain in the same word is still an issue. And the worst thing about Britain is sometimes it's quiet and subtle racism. Like at the moment, you know the thing going on with Your One Day and Lucy? Like it's the things like that. It's the subtle things that start off in education that maybe follow you throughout your life. And I just think that Britain's sort of subtle racism is even as violent as like sort of the loud racism that you see in like America and that sort of thing. I don't know if you hear people always say that, like, oh, Britain is less racist and situations like that.
I don't think that's true. I think that they are just as racist. They're just I don't want to say better at hiding it. Like I
Yeah.
don't know what their issue is, but yeah. And do you know what? One thing that I will say as well is that I feel like the protest, the whole BLM movement, like, you know, everything taken at full force last year really opened. It gave way for the racists basically to come out and to
Yeah.
basically put their 2 pence in.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you don't actually realize how racist people are until you give them the opportunity to be racist.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't like even that guy on. I don't know if you saw that guy that's
The
recently.
ginger one. Oh,
It's just
it's the
beyond me.
audacity.
It's beyond me. Like I can't. I just cannot.
No, because even with him, and it's like that man, we don't even know where he works, but people can have that sort of agenda, but be your doctor,
Right.
your educator.
Exactly.
Like,
do you know what?
That's scary.
Let me tell you something. That woman that was sitting behind, yeah,
Oh,
him, right?
yeah,
Do you know how many people
Yeah.
that you come across that look just like that? And the worst thing is, yeah, listen, I'm not saying that in a way of, oh, all the people that look like that must be racist. It's just
Yeah.
that, like, they kind of are.
yeah.
They are, like, facts on facts. Like, it's ridiculous. She was saying, huh, stop, like, no.
Stop with a little
sis.
dressing gown. I thought,
Like,
nah.
and, you know, him, oh, that one.
Because how can you say I'm not taking advice from a black MP or an Asian MP, but it's our own white prime minister, and now we've reached like what? I think we've reached that. Was it 100,000 deaths or something like that? Like COVID is a hard situation to maneuver, anyways. But then to say that you're not gonna listen to an MP whilst you are not an MP yourself, nah. It's the things like that get me, because even that woman who was laughing, who now wants to say, oh, because now she's disassociated with him.
No way.
You have that as your boyfriend, right? That, because that's what I'm gonna call him. Racist people to me are not people, right? You have that as your boyfriend. There's no way that he hasn't said things like that before. So for you to now, when you've got caught
publicly,
exactly,
you wanna, yeah.
I feel like people are only sorry about racism when they get caught,
right.
and it shouldn't take that.
He said loud and clear on his story. He still stands by what he says. Like he stands by what he said. Like it's not. Yeah, man. These people don't care. They actually don't care. It's ridiculous.
No, Britain really doesn't care, and it's like growing up and being black and being in Britain, you'd think, you'd hopefully think, oh, I can see like a black MP, I can see, black supermodels, I can see black this, and even like prominent black families in the soap. But it's not until you go to certain like work experiences or even experiences in education where you realize like racism is still rife. Like it's deeply rooted in everything. Like even like doing sociology, I did it for like my A level. They even say like the way that they push, for example, like black boys to do sport rather than the more academic subjects. It's the little things like that, and it's the things that I think that now we're noticing. I'm hoping, anyways, there's gonna be a change. Like, do you feel optimistic for a change?
I do, because I feel like once again we're getting wiser, we're getting older. Like, I don't want to put it like this, but I don't want to say racism would die out, because it's we got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Evidently, we've learned that, But
Yeah.
there's a certain type of person, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, just pack it in, like, So I don't want to say, like, I don't like people that say, oh, racism is always going to be about. I don't like that.
Yeah. Why would you speak that into the atmosphere?
I don't like that,
I don't
because
like it.
it's such a like, I can't, like, you actually have to deep the madness.
Yeah.
Like, you cut me now, you cut a white person now, we'll both
Bleed the same.
As cliche and as as that's like,
it's the truth.
Like, do you get what I'm saying? So it's, for me, I think we've got a long way, but I don't think we won't,
Yeah.
One day.
But I think even with like Trump's legacy and even like Boris sort of endorsing Trump on the sly, and with like Brexit, I feel like the political agendas that we have right now, like even in France, I believe the leader is quite like right wing. Like politically, this is going to be a tough time.
Right.
Even some of the agendas that they're bringing in,
It's
like
ridiculous.
they hurt black people directly.
No, 100%, and it's just so like I remember, even the first day after the protest, I was in an Uber.
Yeah.
And LBC, I think it's the radio station.
Yeah.
Just for, whatever, conservative. Anyway, I don't even want to.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, he was like, he described us as thugs. He described us as hooligans. Like, and this, I don't know. Like, even Boris Johnson, he used that, you know, that word.
Sort of language,
and
yeah.
I just, it's just like, please just help us out here. They're not, I don't think, yeah, we haven't got the people that we need. But then I feel like we're gonna always be set up to
look worse.
Right.
Because I even remember, like, just yesterday, I was just, like, doing a bit of research on the demonstration. And when I'm, like, Googling it, they're calling it a riot. But then when I just Google generally, like, the last sort of demonstrations that have happened in 2020, the ones where people were actually, like, protesting about, like, not having to wear the mask and they were literally, like, tearing things down was called a protest. But that was called a riot. It's like there was not anything that we could have done. Like, I remember it was so peaceful. Everyone was literally walking in a single line, going towards one direction. Okay, the singing might have been loud, but it was so peaceful. And yet a march that was literally violent, and it was even illegal at that time to actually be in a march. They were calling it a protest. Like, we just have to work 10 times harder just for a little bit of respect. Nah, like, I really hate that. Like, even, you know, like Marcus Ratchford, like, what he's doing is, like, so good, but still, they're still, like, villainising him and finding little things to critique him on, and it's the media as well.
The media is a horrible place. The internet, the blog pages, everything.
Exactly.
It's so toxic. But I feel like, okay, don't get twisted. The media is disgusting. The internet can be disgusting. Social media can be disgusting. But I feel like it's down to you.
Yeah.
Like, you have to know when, okay, cool, I can read this.
Yeah.
And just read it.
Yeah.
People need to stop taking things in. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just read it.
Exactly.
And keep scrolling. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not... I feel like people in this time feel the need to, like, respond. Like,
yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I've come a long way. I've come a long way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had to, you know, tell myself sometimes, like, listen, just leave it.
Yeah.
Leave it, you know? So, yeah, man.
But did you personally, because of the demonstrations, receive, like, any criticism? No. Like, over socials or anything?
No, obviously you got the odd racist. Do you get what I'm saying? But no, like, it was a very positive time. Good, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
No, it's true what you said about the media, because I find that everyone wants to be almost like the bearer of the news. It's like you'll hear, like, rumours could be flying around, but someone will be like, I know that this is happening for a fact.
Yeah.
And I think with the sort of sensitive times that we live in, you have to be careful about what you share and what you consume, and you can't just take everything as a fact. I mean, although, like, mainstream media, of course, we do know they distort things and they call people different things, but sometimes maybe just stick to that news and then infer from it. Don't make your own news.
The one situation last year, and I hate to bring it up because I think it was so sad, but, like, the one kind of, like, situation that showed me that these, like, people can be so stupid.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, for example, Nella Rose. Amazing.
Amazing.
You know? Like, big up her 10 billion times.
1,000.
You know? Like, the whole thing came out with all these influencers, you know, all tweets. Everyone knows what happened. Don't need to bring, you know?
Yeah.
So, that situation really kind of, like, opened my eyes. I feel like it was just bizarre because, first of all, like, you cannot, pick and choose when to be mad. One, it doesn't make sense. Two, Like,
Yeah.
it's like, what, like, I feel like sometimes I wake up and I think to myself, what crack, yeah, is
everyone
social
on?
media on?
Yeah.
Because, like, what, like, who asked you? Anyway, so, I generally, yeah, I feel like it's difficult. It's difficult to sometimes, open your phone and see some information and not, like, react.
Yeah.
Like, and think, oh my God, like, that person did this and blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
like,
True.
it's part of our,
That's how we've grown
do
up
you get
now.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, like, she was going through so much in that time.
No,
And it's like,
no.
I feel like it was just so, it was like, yes, finally, hopefully,
Yeah.
you guys will understand, you need to stop doing this. Like, you need to stop doing this shit. Like, it's not fair. Like, and then a lot of people said, like, they'll come up with the, like, you never know what someone's going through. And it's like, sis,
Spare me.
like, do you know how many people they did that to within that time? You don't know, just because this person hasn't come out and said this and this person hasn't come out and said that.
Thank
you don't
you.
know what they're going through.
Exactly.
But, yeah, because they haven't spread out their whole life on socials, that gives you the right to what?
To villainize them. People are making memes. I saw that she said on one of her videos when she came back that people were even mentioning her mum. As in no home training. But I even said this in another episode. I feel like it was worse for Nella because she was a black woman. And I find that we're always held to this standard where it's like, you have to be so great. You have to be so perfect. You can't say this. You can't disagree with this or whatever. That when that was found, people were like, yes, let's get Nella down.
Yeah.
It's like even like you as a black woman, I'm pretty sure you find that on social media, even the way that you have to come across like has to be so, like everything you do has to be so polished. There's no room for mistakes.
I feel like that's definitely something that has made me, I'll be honest, I'll be dead honest. After the whole kind of thing last year, I didn't really enjoy social media as much as I used to. Yeah. It wasn't, it wasn't like crazy, but my people that know me could tell you that I wasn't on socials a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I would, like, periods of time where I'll just stop posting.
Yeah.
And then I'd just come back. But it's like, I'd be there, but I wouldn't be there,
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just, I was very anxious. Like, I just felt very out of place. I know it was, I guess I was scared to say the wrong thing, maybe scared to do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I just got to a point where I just said, you know what, like, this ain't it.
Yeah.
You need to get in your bag. You need to just, like, a lot of positive things has happened.
Yeah.
But no one's gonna work for you. Like, you just need to snap out of it and get back on your stuff.
Yeah. But it's inspiring to even see you, like, when you post on social media, because personally, as a dark skin girl myself, like, there's not a lot of dark skin influencers, and you're out here just
100%.
thinking, like, not saying that you have to find people to look like you to think, oh, you're pretty or whatever, but it's nice to see.
No, 100%.
And, like, to go down your time, like, when I go down my own timeline, one of the key things that I remember, I saw it on Twitter, like, see, sometimes I'm bashing Twitter, but sometimes I love it. It was like, follow people who look like you. And ever since I did that, and I go down my timeline, I love it.
No, for real. I'm telling you, influencing is important to me. It's become, like, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I feel like I didn't think it would ever be like, oh my God, like an actual job, or like this makes me money, like this is fun.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know, like, I never thought that I would actually be that girl. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, I'll be honest, even down to, like, putting everything out, like the protests and stuff, like, I always want people to take one thing, if they're gonna take anything, that, like, fam, I'm just an influencer. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, at the time, like, I put this out there because I knew I had a platform, and it's like, I want to use this in the most positive way, and it's like, listen, big up all the influencers, big them up. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, but I just always wanted to have something.
Exactly,
do you get what I'm saying? Like, but that's that. But, yeah, man, it's so lovely to see, all the kind of, like, females that kind of follow me that are dark skinned themselves.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy. It's never been easy. Like, do you know what I'm
True.
saying? Even now, it's still it's easier, but it's not. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, we've become this trend, should I say?
Yeah.
But it's, you know, it's better than it was, and like, I'm grateful. I can't tell. I would not want to be any other color.
Period.
Not a shade. Like, people.
Tell
I
'em.
can't even tell. I can't tell you how, like, and this probably since I was like properly 17, 18.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like so many years of just thinking to yourself like, ugh, how did I end up like this? Like, do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, no, it's a blessing. My skin is a blessing.
Period. Like, and personally, like, I even think, let me just put this out, like, Twitter, let me just say this. Stop using, like, dark-skinned girls for retweets. Like, every single time they'll mention dark-skinned girls or something like that. And it's just like, anything we're associated with, it's like, we're always angry or negative.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not even trying to exaggerate, but whenever I talk to people about just generally being black in Britain, I always mention that I'm a female, first of all. But even when you then scale it down to being within your own black community and you remember that you're dark-skinned as well, it's like you're confounded with more. Like, people will talk about something like, oh, were you angry there were no dark-skinned models like in this music? Like, just let me live. Let me live.
For real.
Because I'll just watch a video where there is a dark-skinned babe.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Do you know what? Funny enough, there's a lady, and she, it was actually at a shoot. Probably, I'm pretty sure this was at least 3 years ago now, but I'll never forget.
Yeah.
The situation. We obviously we had the shoot, this and that. And she was not that light. Like, she was probably about 2 or 3 shades lighter than me, I would say.
Yeah.
You know, and like, you know, we were on the way back, on our way home, and we were just talking, and she said to me, you know, like, what kind of modelling do you do? And I was like, oh, I'm like an influencer, kind of just, you know, look pretty, and, you know, like, I'm not really on the, like, you know, shaking my ass type of business.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Power to them girls.
do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm just not, that's just not me.
Not for you.
So, I don't know if she took that to offense. I don't know if, you know, whatever. But then she kind of, like, responded in the way where it's like, you know, like, well, being kind of, like, dark-skinned in the industry.
Yeah.
Like, you're not really going to get far, like, if we're not doing that. And, you know, and I was like, bitch, you don't even know, like, what I've done.
The cheek.
You know? So I was like, in my head, I was thinking, how do I respond to this? Like, and my friend was just looking like, ooh, ooh, ooh. But yeah, so like, I don't know. I just feel like no. You do what you want to do, but don't think you've got to do that.
Yeah.
Because no, you just don't.
It's
and
not.
That's just that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I even hate to come on the like kumbaya thing, but it's like, we're all black. And when we go into white spaces, they don't care what shade of black you are.
100%.
You are just black. 100%. So then to come into our own community and want to argue about it.
Yeah, for real.
Come on. Like, we literally have demons to battle. Like, imperialists, colonialists.
Yeah.
But it's the shade of our skin that we want to keep battling back and forth about.
For real.
It's almost funny. Like, I can understand how other cultures and other ethnicities can look at us and think, what are they...
I'm telling you.
What are they on about?
I'm telling you. Like, we've got way bigger problems. You guys are
Literally.
talking about, the dark-skinned girls I'm putting in the video. We got issues,
What?
babe. We've got issues. Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy. But even in being an influencer, I generally think, like, honestly, I would class you as more than that, because not like you actually used your influence to start the demonstrations, but also you've been on like such great platforms like Vogue. Like, how was that? Like, when you got contacted?
I just remember standing by my window and I checked my email. I don't know, that's cap. I didn't check my email. The email just came up. And like, I don't know what it is, yeah, but I always get this email from Voyage, something Voyage UK. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So first look, I thought it was like whatever that was, innit?
Yeah, Voyage, yeah.
And I said, British. What? I just like, yeah. I was just up and down. Like, I was calling everyone, you know? But then again, I did like, I didn't know what was going on. Do you get what I'm saying?
No,
Then,
that's big.
you know, like I got my PR at the time to respond. And like, yeah, like they responded back. They were like, we want you to come in, like, oh, yeah, I went to the shoot and it was just amazing. I felt like a celebrity. Like they did my makeup, they did my hair. The
Oh, did
photographer
they?
was so, yeah.
Did they have black like
Do you know what?
hairstylists
They
and makeup?
didn't, and I actually requested, but
Oh,
right. But yeah,
it is what it is.
it was amazing. It was amazing. And like out of everything, you know, for me, I always keep saying like I didn't want to be the forefront of this. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's one thing that I think that's probably one thing that I was paranoid about in the beginning, obviously after everything, that like I didn't want people to think that, oh, this is what I used to basically get up, or do you know?
Yeah.
So it's like I was just very worried. So, you know, Vogue for me was like, you know what, Naomi, you've done what you've done. You deserve it.
Yeah.
This is that. Just, you know, just keep doing what you got to do, you know? And I just kept it stepping.
Because I remember I saw you put it, and then you was like, and even the title, like Vogue is big, so they have people working for them. They can find a load of people, but they named you one of the most influential people in Britain of 2020. When you have to take in every word of the sentence. I'm not sure if you guys all did English, like, but let's take in one of the most influential people in 2020. Sorry. Because people are not going to deep it. Like...
It's mad still. Yeah, like, when I think about it, it's nuts. It's nuts. I'll carry that with me. I can't wait to have kids and to tell them.
Yeah. Did you keep the
Yeah, man.
copy?
Mum's got like 5.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But it's always mums that are proudest. Like, anything you do, like, you'll tie your shoelace and mums will just be like, yeah, like, that was the best shoelace tie that anyone's ever done, and you're just there like...
No. Yeah,
how did your family feel though about like generally about the demonstration, but also about you influencing? Because obviously it's not like a traditional...
Right. Yeah. They knew. Do you know? I was always a rebel child. Like they always knew I was never about to do anything that they said. Do you know? Like I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. From young, yeah, I've always said I'm gonna be great. Like I remember in primary school, like they did this thing and it was I'm sure everyone remembers doing it, yeah, but everyone had to go around and you basically say what everyone's gonna be or how everyone's gonna, like, do you know what I'm saying? Some negative, some, do you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, Naomi's gonna be famous, and like there's just, I don't know, like just all throughout my life, yeah. And this is why I talk about the law of attraction a lot.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I don't want people to take this as like, oh, you know, away from like religion or whatever. Like, just take the law of attraction for what, just take the law of attraction for what it is. Because like, you know, like whatever you literally speak upon yourself will come to you. Like, it's not hard. If you keep talking that negative-ish in your life, that negative, like, it will keep manifesting.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not. And I had to, like, obviously I've read the book The Secret. Read it. It's a great starting point. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's like, you apparently at least 250 thoughts run through your head every day. And to keep all 250,000 thoughts run through your head every day. Yeah. And to keep, you know, all of those 250,000 thoughts positive can be very difficult, you know? But just keep saying the same things. There's a little voice in your head and there's an actual voice that you have that you can hear, you know, right now. That voice in your head, all my life, you can control it. You know, it's just taking a step back.